Today, we're going to be running a drop shipping challenge and we're going to be finding a product live, as you guys can see. Not only that, once we find it in the next 2 to 3 hours, we're going to build the store, build a product page, set up ads, and tomorrow we're going to see exactly how much money we make. And I'm doing this to show you guys that it is possible to start with less than $50 to start your first drop shipping store. Remember, I'm going to have all the links that I'm using in the description below so that you guys can get the cheapest prices on Shopify, on the search tools for the products, and on running ads. So let's get straight into this and start with a product research. I'm going to be using the TikTok Creativity Center. I already know that this is going to take me a long time. Like, products like this just are not working. As you guys can see, if you want to make real money, you have to find winning products. And not only that, you also have to find winning creatives, because even if your product's the best, if you don't have good ads to run, what good is it? So we're going to be starting here. For industry, I'm going to select the baby and beauty niche, see what I can find right now. And for the objective, we're going to set this to conversions, because obviously we're looking for dropshippers who are already getting sales. And if we can find that, that's all you need. And also, we're going to have some Red Bull, because right now it's 11 p.m. and it's the best thing to have while you work. Make sure you guys subscribe. It helps. So what I'm going to be looking for is any ad, pretty much. You see how it says top 2%, top 3%? I'm looking for top 10% and under. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are typically the best ads ran on TikTok. Like, this is a top 1%, but as you guys can see, this is a hair product that I'm really not trying to do as of right now for this challenge. We're going to find something simple that my suppliers can get and something we can quickly find a bunch of ads for and run with TikTok. So that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, so we might have just found something. We're going to watch this ad and see what it's about. And if it's good, we might look into it some more. It's got 97,000 likes with a top 1% CTR, which is the best it gets on TikTok. Plus, it has a high budget. So let's see what it is. All right, so this is a Black Friday video. I don't know if we can use it, but it says it's a thermal brush. So we're going to go on AliExpress, not to use it as a supplier, but just to see what it is. All right, so the thermal brush is just a hair product, and typically this is usually a saturated product. And for saturated products, we could do Google ads, but I don't really want to do that for the challenge because it's going to be mostly TikTok, because Google ads are more for advanced people. So we're not going to do this product. We're going to keep looking. All right, we might have just found another ad that could definitely be successful in the top 5% CTR. And this is a baby product, so let's take a look at it and see what I'm going to think. All right, that's enough. We're going to go to the store, see what, maybe they're not running it anymore, but we're going to keep looking a little more. And then by the next clip, you're going to see the product that we've chose for this video. All right, so this woman's product to build a girl's glute seems like what we're going to be going with. As you guys can see, this is pretty much a great ad. We're going to just look around, see if we can find more ad creators before we move forward and officially do this. All right, so we're going to be using an old Shopify store that we tested a couple of products on and didn't work. So we're going to be using this store to actually make the product. We already found the product. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. You have to wait till the end of the video to see how many sales we get. And we're going to start by creating the logo right now. And then we're going to make the product on the product page and instantly get into ads. So that's all we're going to do right now. I'm going to make it real quick. I'm going to show you how I pretty much make the logo. I'm not going to actually use the logo and tell you guys the brand name right now, because in case it does blow up, I do not want you guys to be stealing my product. So this is typically how I do it though. So we're going to make one of the text, just this, and then we're going to do another one like this. Once you do this, I would make one of the colors something nice, make it match your brand, make it match your style like usual. So something nice and cliche. So once you get both of your texts, make sure that they are pretty much the same level. I would go to effects, make it a lift, max it out, select them. And I would just pretty much fill up the screen, and then you're going to want to download it and make sure you save this logo and make sure that the background is transparent and make sure that there's a white background so you can use them for the different situations that you would need them. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and make the real logo, put it into the website, make the product page, and set up ads. And I'll show you even how I set up my ads so that you can replicate them. All right, we're about to make the ads right now, and as you guys can see in the top right corner, we're going to be getting 50% off on all eligible ads, which means any ad that goes live, we're literally getting 50% off, all because we use the same link that's going to be in the description of this YouTube video. So if you want a $250 credit in ads, use the link below, and it's going to save you money. So let's get straight into this and how I'm going to do it. So we're going to hit create campaign with this so that we can save the $250. So let's say we spend $1, we're also also going to spend $1 from TikTok. So if we spend $250, technically we spent $500 because we're going to also be using their money. We're going to hit sales, and we're going to hit website, and we're going to hit min or a smart campaign. After this, I would just do test one. We're going to test one. From here, we're going to hit continue. We're going to pretty much just build it out. It's very simple. All you do is add to ad creatives. You're going to put the name and identity, which means your just logo and your name for your brand. You're going to connect your link, and that's pretty much it. And then it's been an hour since we started the channel. We started this at 11 p.m. and now it's 12:07 a.m. So hopefully by the time I wake up, we're getting a couple sales, and we're going to be running this product in Australia, even though we're from the US, because it's kind of a winter product, and I know it's winter there. So hopefully we can get some really cheap ads. But for here, we're gonna turn this off. We don't need this top thing on. We're gonna turn this off. Conversions for optimization goal, connect your pixel, and for optimization event, you want a complete payment. As you guys can see, for the ads here, we're literally gonna be doing Australia because that's all we need. And then we're gonna do, we scroll down, instead of doing automatic placement, where it said that right here, we're gonna hit advanced settings, and automatic placement is pretty much just on TikTok. And then we don't want users to comment. We're going to turn that off. We're going to do $50 for tomorrow, and if it does well, we can surf scale it, and if it does, I'm going to keep you guys updated. So that's it for the first hour. Ads will be up, and I'll update you guys tomorrow morning when I wake up. Hopefully we get a couple sales. All right, it's now the 12th, which is just a little over. It's the next morning after the challenge is finished, and we did not get any sales. And I'm going to reveal the product we tested this with and exactly what happened, what went wrong that I think. So this is pretty crazy. We did get 1,200 store sessions, which is very good, but we only got 2 add to carts and 0 checkouts. That means no one wanted to check out the product, which is horrible. And before I go into the product and the store, I'm going to show you guys the exact ads that we had and the stats, because the stats were very good. It's just that the store didn't convert for some reason. So we did end up running ads in Australia, and let's go to yesterday's ad. So as you guys can see, it spent $37 before I shut it off, and we had a 4-cent cost per click, which is very good, and a $10 CPM, and we had a 29% CTR, which is the click-through rate. So 1 out of every 3 people actually headed over to the website, which is very good. But none of this matters because we didn't get any sales, and the product we did this with was actually an old winner that made me hundreds of thousands in the past, but I did the USA instead. That's why sometimes targeting is huge. So I pretty much made the same type of brand, same style and everything. This is it, and this is the product. And we ran in Australia because right now it's colder in Australia than the USA. It's more like winter over there. So I thought this product could do very good there. So for the first half of the time, I didn't even have a currency converter. So I thought that was the issue because they were seeing it in US dollars and they didn't want to buy because they thought it was a US company. So even though I added the currency converter after, as you guys can see on the bottom, it still didn't help much. So this store completely failed. We didn't get any sales from it, but I'm going to show you a couple things that you guys can do to improve your next store. All right, so as you guys can see, I made this look very clean and very simple. I didn't want to complicate things too much because the more complicated it is, the less likely someone is to buy. The products that you guys are trying to sell, you want to make sure that people can buy multiple of them, because when I did run this product in the USA and make 6 figures, I was getting several orders of people buying multiple of the product, and that's exactly how you can grow your AOV and start profiting way more. As you guys can see, I was only selling it for $30 for one, or buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 3 get 2 free, and a lot of people did take these offers when it did work. Another reason this might have not worked in Australia is maybe it's just a whole different target audience, maybe just different people, and they don't like the same products as the USA, and they're just different, which I've seen happen before. But this did not work, and now let's go on the inside of things. Let's actually go to the product. So this is the actual product page. I don't add descriptions anymore. That's because I use the Shrine theme, and I'm going to link that in the description so you can save money when you buy it. All I really added was just a couple images and the variants, and I did make it look like it's on sale like most people do with most of their dropshipping stores. But if you actually want to start dropshipping, I have a link in the description that's going to allow you to start for $1 a month for your first 3 months with Shopify. And this is very good for beginners because it allows you to dropship organically with just posting your own TikToks and Instagrams without spending any money on ads. And if you do want to do ads, as I said, this account that I'm going to have in the description will give you $250 of ad credits, and it's an agency account, which means you guys can target any country in the world, which is very good. And that's exactly how you guys can save money when you're doing ads, because instead of spending $500, you're only going to be spending $250, but you're going to get the ads as if you spent the full $500. So this product didn't work. Don't test this in Australia. It did work for me in the USA, but I did have to shut it down because as summer slowly came back in, this wasn't a profitable store anymore. So that's why I'm not running in the USA. But if you want more dropshipping content, subscribe and comment something else you want to see.